Hello there, my name is Arman and I'm unicycling for as long and far as I can possibly manage. This episode is kindly sponsored by people like you. More on that down in the description. Now let's get going. We are in Koronini, the western beginning of the Iron Gates. It's a 130-kilometer long gorge carved by the Danube right through the South Carpathian mountain range, in which the Danube is compressed to about 200 meters width and therefore reaching a depth of over 50 meters. On the south side of the Danube, on the Serbian side, there's the Golubac fortress, which was built during the 14th century by the medieval Serbian state. It's one of the most important and embattled castles of the Middle Ages, successfully repelling over 120 conquering attacks during its history. We started a ride along the DN57, the main road heading towards Orshova. It's a beautifully prepared road with almost no traffic, giving us the time and space we need to fully admire this landscape. All along the road there's hundreds of locals setting up tents and fishing all day long. They seem to enjoy the nature just as much as we do. It almost felt like being back in Austria, cycling along the narrow Danube next to steep, well-vegetated cliffs in moderate temperatures. It was simply breathtaking. Every now and then, scattered along the Danube's riverbank, there's the smallest villages imaginable. It must be a really nice and quiet life there. The further we came into the Iron Gates, the more we fell in love with the peace and nature we encountered there. That in front of us is going uphill, badly uphill. Later that evening we reached Dubova, a town in the middle of the Iron Gates. I was shattered at this time. Ever since reaching Bratislava, my body screamed for taking a longer break, and Dubova finally was the right place for that. We decided to lay down our cameras and ourselves and rest for an entire 9 days. Our time in Dubova flew past way too fast. We could have easily spent another month or two in this beautiful village. Nonetheless, we packed our bikes, waved goodbye to the heart of the Iron Gates and continued on our way. Bye-bye, Dubova! Thanks for this time. Just a few kilometers down the road we came across the monastery of Mrakonia, which is believed to have been founded at the beginning of the 11th century. It was destroyed and rebuilt several times during its history. However, the monastery we see here was built in 1989. since the original one was flooded when the Iron Gate hydroelectric power station 1 was built. Around the next corner stands the mighty 55-meter-high sculpture of Decebalus Rex. He was the last king of Dacia, who fought against the Roman emperors Domitian and Trajan to preserve the independence of his country, which corresponds to present-day Romania. So much for narrow roads with too much traffic! This is the national road to Bucharest! Help! I stand corrected. This is an international road going from Spain to Georgia. It's gonna be a long walk today. 20 kilometers left until Drobeta. All on this road, and there's nothing else we can take. In case you're wondering, this is still part of the EV6. It's a bad part, I gotta admit. Oh, what a day. What a day. It's 8 o'clock in the evening. We've been walking since 3 p.m. at least. We've just reached Riviera, which is a hotel we are not gonna stay in because it's a little too expensive. But we need food. Also, I still can't ride on the E70. It's still 13 kilometers left for today. It's gonna be a long, long day. But it's a funny valley, the Iron Gate. It's where the Danube goes from this to this, and the E70 goes from this or this to this. Blah. It's all a little narrow here. Hopefully it's gonna get better soon.